Visual in Birmingham, and from time to time I'll be giving you tips on repairing things like projectors and semi-professional camcorders like Sonys and Canons, etc. This is a typical everyday projector that only recently has come to light with various warning problems. This warning indicator came on this projector, no image, so basically the lamp wasn't lighting, and the typical fault on these, I've done 4 of these now in a month. This is it's the same typical model. This one's a PLC Xw200, but the 200 does exactly the same. The fault is fans. These fan clusters sit underneath inside the main projector, underneath the main optical engine, with the panels, image reflectors, and filters. That goes on top of the cowling. So you've got the cowling that goes on top of that. Then you've got the optical engine, and the fans sit as a cluster underneath the housing. The problem is, inside there are bronze bushes inside the main fan assemblies. What happens is, as they dry out with all the dust, the spindle of the rotor actually bonds itself to the bronze inner bush, and the bronze bush actually rotates in the plastic housing. There is no ifs or buts. You have to replace the fan assemblies. Now, there's 2 different types for different rotation directions, but yeah, that's the common problem. So you remove the motherboard, you remove the optical engine, you remove the cowling cover from the fan clusters, and you then find out which fan has gone. 9 times out of 10, these rotors, you can actually move them side to side and find out that they're catching. You can't rotate them. Some of these, the warning indicators come on. They come on not just because of temperature, but these fans actually jam inside the bronze bushes. You can't rotate them. So of course it's a drain on the power supply section. The system control also detects there's no rotation, because these have got tacho speed on them. They're 3-wide fans. They're brushless fans, but of course if they don't, the speed of the fan rotation is calibrated by the system control. But you can test these if you want to. Sometimes it's hard to tell which fan is actually defective, because you can rotate them. One of these I've replaced now, so this will no doubt work fine, as I will show you shortly in a bit. But you can actually put a little bit of voltage on the actual fans if you want to, just to make sure, to find out which one's defective if you wish. Now these are actually, I've now replaced one of these, and that's that one. So as you can hear, you can probably hear that spinning now. Okay, so you know that's going to work because it's so smooth. But a lot of these have been installed in universities, colleges and schools around Birmingham, in fact all around the country. Now this repair, for a replacement fan, to strip the whole projector apart, you may as well clean it out. You may as well get the air on it and clean out all the fan assemblies like I do, and the whole projector. It should not cost you any more than £100 to have this repaired, including the parts, or including a part. If it's more than 1 fan, then obviously, or if there's 2 noisy fans, you may as well replace 2 noisy fans. But to do 1 fan replacement, about £100. That includes the whole strip down. So that's, if you get no image coming up, the fan doesn't light, the warning indicator either comes on, or you can hear a clatter, 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 clatter of rotation. Sounds like a brrrr, of typical fan noise. Shouldn't cost you any more than £100. That's what JVS Visual charge for repair of one of these. Okay, that's the Sanyo. Alright, so there you go. Thanks very much for joining me. Thank you. Hi there, Jonathan JVS in Birmingham. Okay, Sanyo Plc Xw200. I've now reassembled the whole unit. I've put the shroud back in place, optical engine back in place, LCD panels back in place, motherboard back in place, connectors back in place. Everything is all in one piece as it was originally, and apart from the top being on, I'm now going to power the unit up to see if the warning indicator lights or in fact there's any chattering from the fan assemblies, and make sure that everything runs according to the way it should do. What I'll do towards the end, I'll turn the lights off so you can see the lamp lit, and I'll turn the camera around so you can have a look to make sure that you'll see that the image is actually the Sanyo icon is projected on the screen. So off we go. Okay, on with the power, standby lit. Okay, everything working the way it should do. Marker switch on the projector. Of course you've got to hold that in because there'll be no lamp lit. Power on. Okay, the fan the fans is just about to start. There we go. Lamp is lit, and now image is actually on my hand. As you can see, it's on the screen. It's ready to be projected on the screen. It's warming up, and there we go. And we've got the Sanyo icon on the screen, which is lovely. I'll turn it round so we can have a look. Okay, so there you go. There's the Sanyo icon on the screen, and waiting for the reference. There we go. So it's all working. Okay, everything is working the way it should do. So brilliant. Alright, so there we go. All working according to how it should do.